Occupy Vancouver, I finally managed to get the people that wanted to go all together in the same day as me, and we all had the day free to go. And on my way, we were going to be downtown for about 3 hours or so. We were trying to get down there by about 3 o'clock this afternoon and leave maybe around 6 when it got dark. And then as I crossed over the bridge into the greater Vancouver area this afternoon, I got a message from a family member which, well, long story short, meant that I couldn't go today. So I ended up at my grandma's house in Burnaby, and in watching the 6 o'clock news, well, I'll put the clip up next and you can check it out.
Just outside of the art gallery, Ted Field, I'm told, is now live on the phone joining us. Ted, are you there?
We do have a confirmed fatality down here at the encampment. As you pointed out, about 4:40, a friend of the victim went over to one of the tents, found the woman unresponsive. Emergency crews that, to be honest, have been here all day. There's been quite a police fire presence on the scene all day. Immediately went over to the tent. Started trying to assist the woman. She was taken to hospital where she passed away. No known cause of death at this moment. But the other side of this, the underlying side, is that there was a great deal of anger and hostility aimed at the people that, in terms of our cameramen, other people that were on the scene shooting this. One cameraman was pushed over. The people that were friends of the victim, very, very angry about all the attention that was being drawn to this case. The punk band DOA, which stands for Dead on Arrival, is playing just meters away from where this body was found, Robin.
So, Ted, we're looking at the visuals from the area as you're describing some of this hostility. We can see Vancouver police fighting with a bunch of folks here and then some fighting between them.
Every day it seems to be an election issue down here about people saying should they be here, should they not be here. But now that there is a confirmed fatality on the Occupy Vancouver site, that's obviously going to be raising again the questions. And right now, of course, we have calls into the mayor to find out his reaction and response to this.
Someone died in a hospital recently. Does that mean we should shut down the hospital?
In comparison?
Right now,
someone died at a stadium. We shut the stadium?
So you've got this rather strange thing going on in downtown Vancouver where you have tents everywhere. You have an investigation of a death taking place and a band playing and people dancing. So that's what it looks like right now, Robin.
Again, if you're just joining us, the breaking news from that location is a woman in her 20s confirmed to be dead at about 4:40 this afternoon. Meantime, patients also wearing thin with the protesters at Occupy Victoria. For 3 weeks, demonstrators there have taken over Centennial Square with more than 30 tents. Now, the city's mayor says they need to move on, particularly in light of the upcoming municipal elections.
Having the occupiers in the square in its current condition and as it starts to downgrade is no longer compatible with the uses that we have coming forward.
Too bad.
I know we're looking, there's a lot of looking at alternatives, what, where, when, how. So there's an awareness that probably time is up pretty soon.
And as they mentioned, someone actually overdosed on drugs at Occupy Vancouver a few days ago, I believe, but was okay. They just took too much. But my thoughts go out to the family members of whoever passed away this afternoon at Occupy Vancouver. And now I'm kind of glad actually I wasn't down there for that, because it sounds like the protest, other than the partying that was going on in one part of it, the protest kind of turned sort of against itself. And well, I suppose a death is pretty disruptive to any kind of protest. So, but hopefully they're not going to shut down the whole thing because someone died. I mean, as I was saying, people die all the time, and you don't shut down the place where they were, where they died. That's not a reason to shut it down. But for some reason, this is talked about as a reason to end the revolution, basically. It's like, well, okay, someone's died, and now we can't continue this anymore. I don't think so. I think it's going to continue going. And, even my grandma's on board. She's in the 99.99% as well. She totally supports the Occupy movement and wants to see it continue despite the problems that have happened. And now despite this death, which is really tragic and unfortunate, but people do die every day, and they die every day in every part of the town, even in protests. So I don't think this person died because they were a protester. I think this person was a protester that died. protest that runs day after day, night after night, week after week, and month after month, and have no one ever die. It just can't happen. So it will be interesting to see what happened. Was it a drug overdose? Was it? I don't think it was violent in any way. So was it an accidental death? Was it? Who knows? I guess we'll find out soon. But that's my report for the day. I do still intend to get actually down to the site of the protest, perhaps next weekend. Talk to you soon.